to me, my X-Men, and welcome to the Man Cave 101 podcast, where we talk about all things nerdy. And god damn it, do we got the nerdiest of nerd stuff to talk about today? We are talking about X-Men 97, Episode 8, Tolerance is Extinction, Part 1. I am your hostess with the mostest, your number one BS guy Abel. Alongside of me tonight, the man in the chair, hey Aaron, how we feeling?
Let's show them why they don't mess with the Summers.
The Summers is with the little thing. With the little thing. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Big Chase.
We gotta talk about your man, Professor X. We're gonna get this.
We're gonna talk about him.
We gotta talk about your man, bro.
We're gonna talk about him. They call him Kalo K, the Mama Wanna God, live from the man cave. Leo, how'd your boy Wolverine do this week?
I got some gripes.
He's got some gripes?
Gripes.
All right, we don't have time for gripes because, man, listen, deep in the heart of Texas is with DZ.
I got 6 reasons, baby. 6 reasons why. Okay?
God
6 reasons why. Let's go.
Nine, not 6.
I'm not counting. I ain't counting the blue boy. I ain't counting the blue boy. The line was dope.
And ladies and gentlemen, with us tonight, one of our biggest supporters, our fellow hothead, Taurean Rain. How we doing, buddy?
Magneto was right.
Magneto was right.
Yep. And if your power happens to go out, it was probably because of him.
Damn right.
He was messing with my internet.
He was messing with your internet tonight.
That's what happened, bro.
Yep, 140p down.
I don't know why he had to mess with all the internet and Speedo, but that's besides the point.
I mean,
we'll get to that in a minute.
But all right, so we are going to do a reaction and review of X-Men 97 episode 8. Obviously with us we have Taurean tonight. He's one of our biggest supporters and a hothead. If you guys aren't members already, we are starting to do members I guess episodes where we bring people in, want to have some conversation, kind of get a behind the scenes look at what we do here at the Man Cave 101 and talk our shit and go through all of our nonsense. So if you're interested in that, hit us on the back end of our channel at the Man Cave 101convo@gmail.com. Obviously, you could DM one of us on Instagram. At this point, you guys are probably following us personally. You could probably DM us too. But if you'd like to be a part of it, we'd love to have you here. X-Men 90. Yep, and become a member.
It's in the description.
It's lower
down there.
It's lower over there. Just hit the button. We'd love
hit the like while you're down there too. God damn it.
For real. Help a bunch of brothers and a white guy with a tan out. But with that being said, episode 8, Tolerance is Extinction. How does this show keep one-upping itself? Because my God, what an episode.
What
do we think?
I don't care nobody say, man. This was care. This was like passion. Sorry, bro. You put together something kind of fierce for us, man. And
like OnlyFans passion?
No, bro. No.
It's been 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Like,
you couldn't wait for 5 minutes in.
Ruined my whole comment, like everything.
He's literally pouring his heart out.
Damn, man.
Get your mans, bro. Get your mans.
All I have to say is the rehabilitation clinic has been researched. By the time we get to the end of these 3 episodes, that's exactly where I'm going to be at, because I'm going to need all the therapy I need after I get done with this entire season. This season literally just like keeps going up and up and up. And it seems like whenever it's a slow moment, they just hit you with something that just kind of knocks you out off your feet every single time. I think it's because it's been a while since I watched a show that can consistently go up and literally consistently always like you say, one up itself. Because sometimes you'll have some shows it'll be like a roller coaster ride, but this one seems like it just has no decline at all. It just like keeps getting better and better, and it has jaw-dropping moments every week. Again, on my way to the gym, like that when they all started to turn, I said, "Oh!" Like literally driving, I was like, "Keep my eyes on the road. I can hear it, but I got to kind of do little like subtle glimpses and everything like that." But I'm like, "Whoa!" Like. And then I keep thinking to myself, what if that was to happen in real life? What if we was the mutants and we had to fight that?
Well, there was a big moment where when Magneto got let free, and then what's her face was pretty much saying like after the attack on Genosha, what was like the craziest thing, and she just said like there was no one was surprised. Like that is like some of these like morality moments that this show is having is cutting deeper than like any Marvel thing we've seen in years. Like they're really like making these like incredible moments that are
consequences.
You think about what's going on. Yeah, consequences, exactly. Like in the beginning with Cable, how he was explaining, you know, exactly where Bastion came from and how he keeps trying to go back to Genosha and can't change it. Like it's a nexus point, right? They obviously say nexus point, but they compared it to the same thing that Doctor Strange went through in What If when he was trying to change that whole thing. This is the nexus point, and like no matter what you do, you're not going to change it. So like, which is scary because like, yo, Gambit, yo, like all the people that died, like all these mutants, like this is a finite moment that we are not getting back. Which is, listen, what have we been asking for years in Marvel? Consequences. Give me consequences, and they're doing it.
Well, I think that's dope, man. First of all, this is what happens when you're not afraid to tell the story. We're not sitting here worried about morality. We're not sitting here worried about, you know, ratings, or we're going to get a PG 13, 14. We're just going to tell a great story. We're going to use all of our resources. We pulling in characters. Yo, I really lost my mind when I saw Silver Samurai. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Standing there looking like a boss.
The cameos in this episode were absolutely mind-blowing.
Yo, absolutely crazy, bro.
You know how bad of a villain you have to be where you have Dr. Doom questioning how bad you are.
Yo, he's like, yeah, listen, like I'm cool with some of this, but like, yo, genocide ain't my thing. Like, I'm out. Like, he's like, nah, man, you go do your thing.
And I don't know about y'all, but does Bastion kind of remind you, like his demeanor, even how he talks, even how he kind of looks? Doesn't he kind of remind you of Homelander?
Yo, he's got that. Yeah, he's got that stoic, like that type of vibe for sure.
Yeah.
There were so many cameo, like even cameos that I had to go back and watch other videos on that I'm like Polaris was in this.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say I have a list in front of me.
I was like, what the fuck, man? Like all these characters just pop up out of nowhere. I was like, we're just bringing everybody back.
Rachel Summers, Phoenix.
Yeah, I was about to say Rachel Summers with the hound tattoos was in that little future thing. William Stryker was on the news report talking about how, you know, whatever, Dr. Doom, Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
Zemo looked good. I ain't gonna lie. He looked comic book accurate good.
He ain't danced though, so
he did not do the. And then like, dude, Silver Samurai obviously in that scene, Omega Red, and then of course we have to talk about Spider-Man,
the webhead baby.
Dude, X-Men 97 did what Invincible couldn't and brought us an animated Spider-Man. And we were talking about this off stream, but I'm telling you right now, there is no way they don't bring this show back at this point, because the way this show is hitting, if they bring that show back, it's gonna hit.
It got renewed for a season 2 and 3.
Yep, and honestly, after this, it'll probably get renewed for 4 and 5. Like that's how crazy it's probably going.
This is probably some of the best content that not just for Marvel, but Disney Plus has had out in a long time. Like this, it literally has staying power. Like people are watching it, and I'm gonna be controversial to all the people that had something to say before this show even came out, and y'all know who you are and you know how your thumbnails look.
Yep.
What you got to say now?
Yep. And listen, I was very skeptical on this show, but I obviously I give everything a chance. But like, you always have that thing in the back of your head, like, man, this phase is kind of like, like, are we gonna do this right? And like, they are slapping us all in the face. Like they are,
you know. And this is also kind of interesting too, because, and I'm gonna go there too, because you know why not? You know how years ago when Marvel was in a funk, and it took Wesley Snipes and Blade to save it. Here you have a black man named Beau DeMille coming in to save the day again with this show.
I'm just saying.
It's true. It's crazy.
I mean, hey,
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Like, listen, we don't have to say it, but I'm just saying.
Right.
I'll be Captain Obvious.
We need to, like, you know, just listen. Forget the OnlyFans. Let that man cook.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
And he's an actual like fan. You can tell when someone's a fan of the work that they do, because like he always is like every time there's like episodes and everything, he'll always post little things about the show on his social media, even though he's not attached to it. I'm sure there's a bunch of petitions going out right now to try to get him back on there as soon as possible, because like he's already done for the first season and the second season, but they're coming back with season 3, which he's currently not attached to. I said, y'all better learn from what happened with the Boondocks season 4, when they got rid of Aaron Magruder and how bad that season was. So y'all Marvel, y'all got a good thing going here. Y'all don't mess this up. Y'all better find a way to bring this man back.
My man's he's doing it right though. Like, keep talking about your work. It's his work. So he got every right to speak about it and populate it and promote it and put it out there. So you don't forget it was me. I wrote this.
I love what he's doing on Twitter, how he's like, all right, today's homework is read this comic, watch this episode from like the old series. Dude, that's fire. Like that he's doing that. Like, hey, if you want some hints, watch this stuff. And then on top of that, like there was some article recently where they were saying how one of the like in order to like work on this show, you had to have been a fan. And like I feel like that's another thing that Marvel has absolutely been missing in a lot of its content, is that like in order to work on this content, you have to know and love this content, because how else are we going to get the original, like, you know, the juice out of it? How are we going to get that squeeze? And we have it. Like, dude, dude, honestly,
like me. What the fuck is going on?
No, dude, it's the truth. And like, honestly, dude, one of my, like, and they put it out in the trailer, but one of my favorite freaking parts in this freaking show is when he gave Cable that blue suit and Scott said, "What do you want? Black leather?" Yo, that was a 25-year diss in the making to Fox. That was to Bryan Singer and all those mother effers that said, "No, we want to make this more serious and not comic accurate."
This is my real world.
You, bro.
This is the real world.
That was the coolest freaking thing, and it was 25 years in the making, and I love every second of it.
Yeah, I just like how.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I like how these episodes, and like even going back to this episode right here, how it just flows. It's like you can go back and watch this series when it's over this season and just watch it in a marathon style, and it's like reading a story. It's like it just constantly flows from one to the next.
It's an actual story spread across all of these episodes. Like, I'm watching the old ones, and like they're all just little junkets of stories. Maybe it lasts maybe a couple of days. They don't call it a part 1, part 2, part 3, or whatever. But it's just all little junkets. And then by the time you end it, you're into a whole new story, but none of it all ties together. This is wonderful. Even though you do have these smaller stories in there, Storm and Forge, Roberto, discovering, himself and all that stuff. The still overarching story is still being told. And I love the fact that we can follow this all the way through.
Dude, even the Mojo episode.
Like a comic book?
Yeah, it does.
He said, "Doesn't it sound like a comic book?"
This is what happens. This is what happens when fans.
Holy shit!
This is what happens when
Leo. I knew this was a dream. Leo, I know this was like a dream come true for you, considering like how much of a comic head you are.
Dude, the thing is that once you have the content, it's just how you place the story. When you decide to say, "I'm not going to use the source material that made you millions," you're fucking up. And
it's an adaptation for a reason.
Exactly. Beau said, "I love this series. These are the stories that need to be told in this series. We need to make fucking Storm comic book accurate. We need to make Scott less of a fucking pain in the ass."
He did abandon his kid though. So.
Oh shit, he's not perfect.
Dude, but honestly,
that just shows he's not the Boy Scout that they always try to paint him out.
Don't try to make him into a hero.
But he needed a breakout moment. And I mean, listen, I'm not the only person that absolutely hated Cyclops from every other show he's ever been on, because he's just this pompous asshole with a pair of glasses. Like, dude, do something.
You're right. You're right. He needed a moment. I will not abandon my kid. I won't be a part of this.
Leaves the room.
Leaves the room.
There were so many like corny moments with the whole Summers road trip. Like with the on the X-Wing, she's like, oh, this is like the third X-Wing in like a couple months, bro. Like you're like Beast's gonna kill you. And then he stands up in the car and he goes, let's show them what the Summers are really made of. And then like starts like beam blasting and all that.
But what I liked about that is even though there was a corny part, even though like the line could be seen as cheesy and corny, the action made up for it because they all contributed. You had Cable shooting, Cyclops making a barrier, like an opening so they can get out, and you had Jean driving the car with her mind. So I like, and then they ended it off with the superhero.
Of course,
the superhero landing was dope.
I said, now take a picture of that and frame it, like put it in the mansion somewhere.
I want to know how much Porsche paid.
Oh my god!
This episode. And also that car came as a toy.
Of course it did.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it did. I love,
and I think they had those in one of the X-Men Fox movies too. They had like that.
I love his kitty moment. You have a Porsche? Like he was like, my dad has a Porsche. This is so cool.
It was a fucking 911 too, though.
Didn't the Porsche also have like, or the license plate or something have like his original name in it from the comics? Because he wasn't
Slim. It was Slim.
He wasn't always Cyclops. He was Slim in the comics.
Right, and then they started making him a bodybuilder out of nowhere. So that's
exactly. I thought it's just kind of cool how they like tie stuff into the old. You know what I'm saying? Like they're showing.
And I'm glad. And I'm also glad, and I'm glad in this episode that they finally let Sunspot really do his thing. Like they finally let him, because a lot of people didn't really know what he was capable of doing. But I'm like, it's all in the name, Sunspot, meaning he has the power of the sun. Like that's a pretty powerful ability to have when he's able to actually do his thing. And the thing is, that's only just a tease of what he can do. Yeah, him absolutely. Flying and him shooting the blast, that's just a tease of what he can do. I said when he really lets loose, which I don't know what they're going to do with this season because it's so close to the end of the season. But I'm glad that they actually incorporated him in there, and then I'm glad they actually hooked him up with Jubilee because and like I said in the original series, she really didn't have that much of a story. Like in this one, he really has. They put them together to give them a balance, but then it also led into him having a bigger overarching story with his mother, and finding out that he knows a mutant and all that kind of stuff like that, and her helping to guide him through that process. And then of course they kind of developed a relationship even more on an intimate level.
Right. Like, dude, when I first saw that Mojo episode, I'm like, I mean, I get why we're doing this, but like, why are we doing it? And then like it ends up connecting. Then you bring in the mom, the Prime Sentinels come in and they act like, no, we're just trying to do this, that, to the mutants. And then they put the collars on them.
His mom is so
His mom is a bitch ass bitch. Let me tell you.
All because she wanted to look good in front of all of them with big wigs and elites and all that. I'm like, you really gonna turn your son into some people that came in with some purple veins, but you know what though? Eyes.
That is such a depiction of the world we live in today, though. We're the people with money. We want to look a certain way, do a certain thing. That's what I'm saying about this show too. Like it has such real world like parallels that it's just it's really cool to see. And then aside from that too, can we talk about Nightcrawler swashbuckling mode with three swords? Are we not talking about this?
Yeah, definitely.
There's a couple things we can talk about.
That part was dope.
I didn't like the way Wolverine was getting treated in this.
Okay, well here. All right, wait, why? Wait, I want to hear why. Let's give him a chance.
I know what he's gonna say
I know what he's gonna say too. But let's talk why.
I think I know too.
What am I gonna say?
Shoot,
you talk about why you mad, son.
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you
First off, I don't like Wolverine getting fucking thrown around and acting like Scott in these fucking episodes. It's starting to piss me the fuck off. And your corny ass one-liners, bro, is not hitting. Bro, you're fucked up on that one line. Hey, Dad, what the fuck? When the fuck does Wolverine call Scott Dad? You would have shoved a claw in his fucking face.
I don't know. At the end, when he said Magneto declared war, that kind of hit right.
Yeah, that was right.
It did.
But the problem is that Wolverine has always been on the anti-hero kind of side.
Yeah,
he doesn't give a fuck about. He wants to do what he wants to do, and if it's right, he'll join you. If it's wrong, he might still join you if it serves his purpose.
Okay, but wait, let me ask you a question. On a whole, in the series, do you feel like he's not being due justice? Because like I thought, even last episode when Rogue threw Trask off, I know I wasn't here for it when you guys were talking about it. When Rogue threw Trask off, he was like, she just did exactly what we all wanted to do. I'm like, yeah, Wolverine.
That's the anti-hero about it.
That's Wolverine.
But you gotta admit, when he was taken into the sky and he came back down and he started slicing them in half and cutting them up and everything like that, you gotta admit that made up for it right there. That point you probably forgot, because I think that's the part, like when people say, when they think of Wolverine, they think of something like that, and then him coming crashing back down in the house. Then you have him and Nightcrawler. I was only expecting him to pick. I knew he was about to get them swords when they fell right there in front of him. We know what was coming, but who knew he was going to use his tail to use a third one?
That was sick.
So he could fight behind him and in front of him, and then teleport, and then have them fighting back to back. Like Wolverine on one side, him on the other, and him teleporting all over the place. Like that was crazy.
Speaking of the teleporting, Beau did not have to do this, but when Wolverine put that claws in the one, and we got to go through the portal,
with the teleport,
bro,
that was cool. That was sick. My boy Nightcrawler got some love, man.
And shout out to the animators, because the way that they drew Wolverine's facial expression and reaction to that, because he's never seen it before, is a reaction we all would have if we never had gone through that. We would probably have the same, like, whoa, what did I love how
Nightcrawler looks back and goes, oh, first time. He might as well have just said, oh, first time.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing with the teleport. They only teleported from inside the mansion to the outside. But the way it looks, you would think he would have teleported to the other side of the world. Like that's how it looked.
And the thing is, I think I'm gonna have a controversial statement right now.
Uh-oh.
This is why y'all get them. This is why y'all get them troll comments.
Let me get it up.
I think Nightcrawler hit Rogue up.
No, dude, they're literally sisters. They're literally brother and sister in this episode.
That's like literally. That's a different show.
Literally, he was telling Jean Grey about how they were brother and sister.
What are you doing, Step Rogue?
Hey, listen, that's
doing, Step Bro.
That's the trailer part.
It don't count if he's blue.
Hey, whoa.
No wonder Mystique left him.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Where did we just go?
That's a whole
I want the people out there to know that the person on the far end over there in the red, that's his.
That's
stance.
Him.
Only his stance.
Where did
none of us
go?
None of the rest of us feel that.
I went so left.
I can pull up comics to prove my point. If you want.
I don't.
No, thank you, please.
Thank you. We don't want to read your hentai.
Also, I gotta mention, this one thing right here, and this is how smart this series is. When they had decided to let Magneto, when he got freed, and he decided, I'm going to float my magnetic ass all the way to the North Pole to release this EMP.
And a speedo.
That was so geographically intelligent to do that.
Of course. Where would his powers be the most amplified? Where would be the most amplified?
At the North Pole, man.
And all he had to do was say one word. Enough.
Bro.
And he sent that EMP out. It almost looked like the old AT&T logo. And he sent that EMP out across the whole globe and knocked all those machines out.
First of all, anybody that goes to the damn North Pole butt ass naked is omega level fucking
Magneto said, I'm gonna show y'all better than he said, I'm gonna show y'all better than I can tell y'all, and that's exactly what he did.
That was old man strength.
That's
old man strength for real, bro.
That's called omega level shrinkage.
Yo, can we talk about
no diddy, man.
In a fucking speedo, bro.
In a speedo, bro. In a
speedo. He around here, fucking speedo ass.
But dude, I'm also gonna say, in fairness, like Mr. Sinister and Bastion did put him up in a goddamn speedo, so they're probably the issue to begin.
Yo, but not even that. They put him on an X.
Yeah,
like he was a freaking nothing, and
You could have
which is a comic book cover.
You could have put him up on the
Yep.
X with clothes on, though. You know, like.
well,
And
you
the
know,
thing
It
what's
is
so great is that,
accurate.
and what's so crazy is that's the only line he had the entire episode. Like he
Was just
already
enough.
knew once when he knew once he had the opportunity to get up out of there, he already knew where he was headed. Like he didn't get out of there and trying to like look left. But he said, "I'm going straight to the North Pole," and I'm letting.
I know where he's headed.
Yeah.
Oh, I so know where he's headed.
So now basically now I'm not
Stop
trying.
it.
No,
I'm not
they
trying
gave
to-
it away already.
So I'm like, wait. So this is Magneto's turning point, though, right? He's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
not. He's
Oh,
not.
no. He's back,
not,
baby.
He's not going back to being X-Men again.
Yeah, the fuck that.
Yeah, he's
No,
back to villain.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
100%.
My man got up to the North Pole, was like,
I am back.
What it do, baby?
he ready to rock.
He's ready to go. That's what I was like. he's definitely not going back to the X-Men.
Like,
If he
that-
didn't realize
those
when
days
he
is
set
done.
off that EMP, it didn't just knock out the Sentinels. It knocked out everything.
It
knocked out everything. That's why Wolverine said like he just declared war because he shut down all of it.
Everybody shut down. Hit the
Earth
reset
thing.
button up.
And then, you know what's so crazy? That's how you know he's an Omega level. Anyone who can do something like is Omega level. Because even I even read up on this. Storm could do something like that, but it's not like an EMP. She could literally remove all the moisture from the air and cause the people to suffocate, like across the earth if she wanted to.
Magneto literally, he could have killed everybody. He could have exploded the whole fucking planet if he felt like it. He literally could have. He's just
From the core.
Could you imagine how many earthquakes he could have caused with all them plates? The plate shifting, he could cause a whole bunch of earthquakes and tsunamis if he wanted to.
He could have done far worse.
Yep.
But the problem is he's still showing restraint.
I was gonna
This
say
is what people don't understand that.
Remember what he said in episode 2?
I was gonna say he said it in episode 2.
In episode 2, he said, "Don't make me.
Don't make me."
I forget the exact line, but he said,
"Oh
he
man,
said,
that was
"Don't
such a
make
good
me
line.
something."
That was such
it
a
was
great
good
line."
But I forget the exact line. But
Dude, how about Beast raggedy ass girlfriend reporter that just
He deserved to get smacked like that.
Yo, Beast.
He deserved to get smacked like that.
She
Been
put
walking around in
her
a fucking
heel.
speedo too. God damn it.
She put her heel in his chest, and then all of a sudden you saw him just come flying up through the ceiling, like one kick, and he came flying through the ceiling.
that raggedy ass bitch.
I don't kick shame. If you like heels in the chest, you know. That's...
I mean,
And dude,
ain't no
Well,
kick in here.
well,
No
what-
kick shame.
The thing it has to be pleasurable. See, that was pain, you know. So
Yeah.
like,
Did you see Wolverine's face when he came off the fucking floor?
He was
he was just like,
what?
what?
He was like, God damn, Beast.
But you know what else?
Talk
Dude?
to Beast about his taste in women.
And like I'm just going through random moments, like they keep giving Morph these like funny ass moments and like cool cameos. So obviously we saw Juggernaut, which
Why was
so
Morph
cool.
Juggernaut? I was like,
Right, but also
why wasn't he?
I don't know why, but when he turned to Wolverine in the beginning of the episode, he's like, "Oh, another dystopian timeline where Wolverine's the last one left." Like I just fucking laughed.
Of course.
Like they're giving him these good moments. I'm like,
But I like that-
last episode he was Quicksilver. Like he keeps getting these moments. I'm like, this is
yeah,
cool.
I'm liking that they're making him turn into characters that we won't always see,
right.
like Quicksilver and Juggernaut. So I'm glad that they're doing that.
Yeah, because he had me confused for a minute. I was like, what the fuck is Juggernaut doing?
Word.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Like,
what
where
I
did
said.
Juggernaut come out of
Yeah.
nowhere?
I was like, where did Juggernaut just come from?
You saw the Sentinel threw that motherfucker after he threw a punch?
Yes,
Yo.
just picked him up and just tossed him like it was nothing.
Trash.
Yo, and why Jean Grey being like the mom of Mons being like, put a seatbelt on. Like there's just like so like these little quirky moments. I'm just like, God, this show is so good.
Yo, so wait, so are we gonna talk about your man Professor X, bro?
All right, so what? Yeah, you seem to have some gripes about Professor X.
I just want to make sure that I got this understood because you know, so Professor X left his kids to go get married, didn't invite these motherfuckers to the wedding,
Right.
and then left them in the hands of his nemesis.
Yo, I'm about to go get some milk. I'll be back.
You know what I'm saying? Like he would go get some milk in another fucking galaxy
Right.
and never fucking return.
Then he got a divorce.
There you
Then he got a divorce.
Then his
And
ex
And he's like, all
tried
right,
to-
I'm all right, I'm gonna head out.
Oh,
then his
wait,
ex trying to convince him to wipe his own memory.
You know, she was freaking the shit out of him. She was like, you can bark like a dog.
Of course, she had him barking like a
Yeah,
dog.
and then
mean,
right
yeah.
after that, he said roof. I know. I
And think about it. He
Whoa,
was
whoa.
lost. And think about it. Her
It had
name
to be
is
fire.
And think about it. Her name is Lilandra. Like that's probably going to make any man turn his head. Like Lilandra, hold on. If she sounds anything like her name, or looks anything like her name, I should say.
Let me see what that do real quick.
we know what he do. I mean, fake
he
his
do.
death so he could go there. It's like, shit.
My man said he's gonna make me walk again.
Yo,
Hello.
literally, he was so
I'm
he
putting
was so
these on.
enthralled. He was so enthralled. He was walking.
He was walking.
That shit made him fake his death to go leave his kids. Like damn, bro.
I'm not paying no more.
And let's just say how that was such a perfect plan to set up to say, oh, Xavier, he faked his death, and then Gyrick got murdered. So now we can make the X-Men or mutants in general just look evil again.
It's all good. He won't. He'll just do this right here. Everybody don't forget about that.
You saw what he did at that episode?
He ain't never died.
He just put the whole planet on pause.
Oh,
He just put the whole fucking planet.
Crazy.
Said, hey, I'm just out talking to my X-Men. Everybody come to me, and every human, you on pause right now.
shut your
If
ass.
I get into this goddamn danger room,
Shut your ass. There ain't no
So-
danger room. They
Dude,
fucked up the whole
front-
house.
So what's the deal with he? So he immediately drops out of the ship, takes his goddamn space helmet off, and says, "Come to me, my X-Men," to everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're
So
like-
now everybody's ass is coming back. Storm coming back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody
They're on their
coming
way.
back, right? They're on their
On
way.
the way.
And the first thing they're gonna be like is motherfuckers.
And they also
always
mentioned
ran
that
life.
Bishop was like lagging behind, but Bishop's coming back too.
Bishop was
so-
up somewhere. He
Bishop's
got
gonna
trapped
come back
somewhere
too?
else.
Yeah, they got.
Yeah,
split up.
he said Bishop got lost in the time stream, but he's
Yeah.
coming.
Oh yeah, he'll be there.
They're all coming back,
So-
man.
He coming
I-
through. And fuck everything up again. That's all.
I was gonna say, I feel like Bishop's only job is to just screw up everything for everybody.
That's his job. That's what he
Literally.
That's great.
I don't know why Cable keep fucking with him.
What did you guys think of the Prime Sentinels? Like, I thought they were kind of crazy.
yeah,
in this
I mean,
episode.
I think they honestly, I think they're a little overpowered. I also kind of found it crazy that like, so these fucking things can counter like every X-Men mutant power, but they're not fucking shielded from EMP.
Well, that's why Beau made us watch. What was that two-parter of the episode where they went back to save Charles Xavier? I forgot the name of the two-parter, but in one of those episodes, Nimrod literally turns into a liquid and like re-terminators himself into like, after they kill him. So he wanted to get that point across to let them know like, hey, they can reanimate themselves like, after they're cut up.
you don't
all that
realize
stuff.
how fucking strong is Nimrod.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
If he has Dr. Sinister if he has Sinister
Mister?
fucking as a
Mr.
pet,
Sinister.
Mister.
he's still a he's a pet.
Don't matter.
He's still treating him like a fucking pet. I'm
Put
like,
some
what?
respect on his name.
well, shit. If he's a pet, he's a pet. Chia.
I mean,
listen, dude turned his mom into a goddamn prime.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like
Wild.
His mom's
cold-blooded.
giving them the tour,
Everybody
like
gotta go.
giving them the tour, like, yeah, Bastion was a good boy. By the way, I'm gonna fuck y'all up.
I'm kicking y'all ass.
Like the minute she
damn.
showed him that picture of the Sentinel drawing that he had made, all you heard was
Surprise,
I was like-
motherfucker.
Yeah, she hit him with that shit. I was like, what the hell?
and I saw people who was reacting to that. People actually jumped at that part. Like people legit got scared when they heard her clicking like that.
Crazy.
Yo,
These young kids don't know what the hell they
X-Men
know.
97 ain't for the kiddies, man.
It sure the hell ain't.
So I guess the net, like, what do, like, let's take some like hot takes or like maybe like some bold predictions. Like, what do we think we're heading towards?
I
wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell
Well,
you.
no, I mean,
can tell you.
listen. All right. Wait. Do you want to do like a spoiler part? Do you want me to give them a warning? Do you want to try?
You give them a warning, but if you watch the show, like one of our Hotheads don't do, you watch that intro, you know exactly where they're going.
All right. So we're gonna go into spoilers for a second to maybe think where we're going. So if you don't want to listen to spoilers, get out now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Wendell. Where are we going?
Oh, baby, man. My man is up in the North Pole. You know what's coming next? Asteroid M.
Asteroid M.
Asteroid M. Now, go back and rewatch the intro again. because the intro will always
They
give
showed
you what you
the
want.
Asteroid
They
M.
show
Yep.
you Asteroid
Yeah.
M and Magneto out in front of it. I'm telling you, my guy, he's gonna do it.
I missed that.
Yes, you did.
Oh, they showed in the intro.
I missed that.
You know who didn't see it? Polar. Polar didn't see it.
We calling you out. That's 2, Polar. That's 2.
You know what? No, that's 3.
That's 3.
That's 3.
Yeah,
That's 3 because tonight he said Pattinson's the best Batman.
Yeah.
That might be
Wild.
That
I,
might
hope,
be
I really do hope he watches this and sees this. But
Yo,
either
Polar,
way,
Yeah, Polo, we
All
need
right.
push-ups, bro. We need
all right. So
push-ups,
Asteroid
bro.
M. All right. Here's a question. Do you think we saw Cap only once and we're not going to see him again? Because I'm under the impression that I think at the end of this, it's going to be some Avengers and X-Men versus Bastion and some Prime Sentinels. That's what I think's going to happen.
That
They're
could
gonna
be
need
a
all the help they can
possibility.
get.
If he could find his shield.
Yeah, if he finds his, yeah, it's gonna take him a while. He had to go run for it.
He's still looking for that shit.
Yeah, that's
Honestly, the
inside the
only
fucking
way,
mountain somewhere.
the only way that moment would have been better is if she threw the shield and like slashed his tire. She should have slashed his tire too, because it would have been funny as hell. It would have been the most petty ass shit.
She had to slash it. She could just grab it and just break
Right,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
It
She
was
could've just,
already it was already petty with the line she said before she threw it. She said, "Well, since your hands are tied, you won't be needing this."
Word.
Tossed it.
Facts.
I'm not even kidding. He just should have added a yeet.
Yeet.
'Cause that
I
shit got-
am.
That
I'm
shit
the
got
pet-
fucking.
I'm the
tossed,
pettiest
bro.
mother effer, and I loved every second of that shield throw.
I sure did.
All
That
Sure
shit
did.
was hilarious.
right. So, any more bold takes? Any
Come
more
on,
bold
Leo.
takes of where we think
What's
this
your
is going?
take?
I think. Well, I definitely think Storm is coming. Like going to be.
Nah,
in the
she's
next
on her way
Of
back.
course.
Right
Oh
now.
yeah,
she's
she on her way back. Yeah,
On her way
yeah,
back
yeah.
right now.
She got forges on the back, and she's just
Yeah.
coming through.
Right, and she got her new costume on too. She's gonna be strutting. She gonna be
Yeah,
strutting into the.
How about this? Do we get Gambit back before the end of the, end of
Yeah.
the show?
Yeah, he's gonna be a
To
horseman.
death. It's
Yeah,
gonna be death.
yeah.
He's gonna be, and it's gonna break my heart to see him like that.
We might
Uh,
even see. We might even see Jean spark a little flame.
all right, yeah. So you think
Oh.
Jean's gonna go Phoenix before we're done?
Ooh,
You don't, you
I
don't
Leo
think
doesn't
so,
think so.
Leo? You don't think
You
so,
don't
Leo?
think so?
Really?
it's
Because
Rose-
they've been showing Phoenix in almost every intro.
Yeah,
Because
and every
it's one of the
iteration.
best for the animation since the animation series.
Every
It's
iteration.
one of the best told
They keep
stories.
showing it though,
Oh,
and
I
everything
definitely-
they've done
I
in the
agree.
intro is
I
for a
agree.
reason.
But the problem is, if Xavier lets her unlock it, he won't be able to control it.
control it. Yeah, I can
Right,
see
but
that.
maybe that's a last resort.
Yeah.
The only
'Cause-
way that with the whole Asteroid M
Mhm.
aspect of it, you're gonna get Apocalypse.
Of course you are.
Oh, we are.
He is coming.
Right.
This is the thing.
On top of that,
Yeah.
though, listen. Do you think we're gonna get Onslaught? Because I really want to see Onslaught.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think
I
you,
don't
I don't think
know.
you're gonna get him. You're gonna get because when Magneto sent out that the EMP, all those mutants that you saw, he let them out. They were all locked up.
Oh, I know.
Omega Red
He did that.
was-
He did that for a reason. 100%.
He was like,
Omega
I need-
Red coming out, like yeah.
Once he comes out, you might get.
But do we get like some crazy team up of like all these villains in the
No,
X-Men versus?
I need the comic book cover of Omega Red fighting Wolverine.
I mean, that'd be fantastic to see.
That would be dope.
Mhm.
That would be fantastic to see.
If they give
What? Do I have that? I might have
X-Men number 4. I definitely have
that. I
that.
think I have
Yeah.
that. I think I have that.
Definitely
So
have
if
that.
you get if you get the Asteroid M, all the villains are gonna go up there.
Mhm.
Then you're gonna start seeing them come down one at a time, and the X-Men is gonna start sending out. Okay, you take care of that. You handle him before. You take care of that.
Oh,
you
that's
take care of this.
that's actually a
If-
sick cover.
If they
Yeah,
do
it is.
that, it's just gonna be a comic books junkies greatest freaking moment.
I have the first appearance of Omega Red.
Yeah.
that
Honestly, probably a good thing to have right now. They didn't just show us those guys for a reason. They're coming.
And the thing is also with Juggernaut, you still could have your X-Men versus Avengers,
Avengers.
but it's probably going to be a season 2
That's what I was thinking too. They might do it future seasons. That's what I was
because
thinking.
this Asteroid M thing is
Yeah.
fucking huge.
But that's what
And-
I'm saying. I could see them all teaming up to take down Bastion, and then like before like it ends, like there's like some like internal conflict, and like that's how we get to season 2 versus all like X-Men versus Avengers.
I feel like it's going to end on a cliffhanger.
Oh,
No,
100%. We're gonna get left hanging so hard.
I was gonna say I don't even know if we might only get Apocalypse for a brief amount of time in this season. He might just
It
show
might
up
be
and be
a
like,
tease.
"Oh, by the
It might
way."
be a tease.
Well, I don't think anything is going to get resolved here. The
No.
one thing that I loved is that this whole thing about the Nexus Time event, like as soon as you get ready to resolve it, it fucking stops you. Like it's just checkmate. So it's like, okay, they're gonna do this and they're gonna do this, and then they're gonna get there and find out that it's not that simple, which I think is just excellent and just adds to a complete different authenticity of the show and whatnot, because it's just not straightforward. So I can see this thing bleeding over into a whole new season 2 and 3.
And also, if you guys remember the name that I gave you a couple episodes back, get ready to see Scott turn.
Oh, I'm ready for the yeah. We're getting the Cyclops turn. Definitely getting the Cyclops turn.
Are
when
we?
you get that, when
My
you
man's
get
gonna
that
go heel.
when you get that Cyclops turn,
Mm.
whoo,
I'm here for that though.
whoo.
Tired of
No,
seeing-
you're not.
tired of seeing
You
Boy Scout.
thought you guys were emotional. Then they were fucking Gavin time. God damn, when Cyclops turn with this whole asteroid shit that's about to come down. Oh Lord. Because the reason why he built this, the reason why Magneto built this asteroid is because it's to threaten humanity. Because he says, I can drop this motherfucker whenever I want.
Extinction level event.
Exactly. And that's why they don't fuck with the mutants and they leave them alone. Because he was like, fuck it, I'm going to take a chunk out of the earth and hold it about this exact height.
Well, all I
Go
got to
ahead, kill me.
Well, all I got to say is this: the humans bought it on themselves.
Goddamn right. Fucking the UN president acting like a fucking. She just like her way Magneto looked in that Speedo. That's why she let him out. I'm telling you.
You're a dirty bird.
My man said, I don't need my powers to make this.
I'm sorry, Leo. Are you saying she's attracted? Is that what we're saying?
Dude,
Helicopter.
Just say something to me. Just say something. You haven't said a word to me, but she ends up unlocking his ass. I wonder why.
God. All right. Well, I guess that's our take on X-Men Episode 8, Tolerance is Extinction Part 1. We are very excited about Part 2 and 3. To our members, our hotheads, if you'd like to join us for the next conversation, please hit us up on the back end of our channel. Comments below. We will reach out to you. We'll try and get you on so we can have a conversation and just have some fun for, a good 30 or 40 minutes or an hour, whatever we want to do. But from myself, Aaron, Big Chase, Wendeezy, Leo, Taurean, Rain. Tell them where to find you, Taurean.
You can find me on here, Taurean Rain Reloaded. Also find me on X or Twitter at Taurean Rain and Instagram Taurean_Rain. And also, I don't know when this is going to go up, but be sure to tune in tomorrow because
it's going up right after.
Because Chase and myself will be going live on my channel to talk about a topic that he brought to my attention a couple weeks ago. So definitely tune in for that.
Yeah,
6 o'clock Eastern time.
Nice.
Love it. Love it.
On
all
my
right.
channel.
And one more thing.
Yep, go.
By popular demand, the merch store is now open. So make sure you stop by mancave101.org. Copy some merch.
Down below.
Copy some merch. We got some shirts, we got some tees, we got some hoodies.
I got a request.
No requests.
No requests. You don't allow to have requests tonight.
You're done.
Yeah, you're all out of requests.
We're not out of requests. We're not putting Magneto in a Speedo on a shirt for you.
Yeah, get your win,
We're all out of requests. But listen, hit us up at the merch store below. Anything you guys do obviously supports the channel, and we very much appreciate it. So if you want to see us make a shirt, like we ain't we'll do it. We don't care.
What is a goddamn onesie?
Stop it,
No.
bro.
No, Leo, you're out of request tonight. It's over.
Yeah, it's in your contract. You can't make any more
It's in your
requests.
contract. Yeah.
Grown ass man in pajamas with a hat.
You got too many. You got too many questions wrong at the Common Corner tonight. We can't do it.
Exactly.
I just want old man strength onesie. Okay.
All right, we'll get that done for you. But this is the Make People podcast where we talk about all things nerdy. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, can crumble. We're live every Thursday. We're here for all your nerdy needs all throughout the week. We will talk to you guys soon. Take care and have an absolutely X-Men night.
Yeah, what we told you, it's official. Yeah, non-stop, 24/7, 365.